instant fusion, and then we'll use this as a substitute for Transturn, since the card is currently not available. Or insect imitation, since technically Transturn is a new form of it, technically. Alright, so this is the Transturn YUGI-Tip. I personally like the idea of using instant fusion with Transturn to bring out level 6 monsters. You can also use 4 stars, 3 stars, fusions, and bring out some level 5s or level 4 monsters of your choice. That's up to you. It's player preference. But right now I'm just thinking of like high level monsters, and the monsters that require tribute. So this would be a way of getting a high level monster pretty quick. Specifically a 6 star. It's easier to summon a 4 star than Transturn to turn into, especially summon a 5 star with Transturn. But then you have to wait until later to Transturn to 5 until 6, and so forth and so forth. So right now it's just an instant way of summoning something, especially if the monster you bring out gives you a big advantage in a duel. So obviously you instant fusion and bring out a fusion of your own choice. Here's Flame Swordsman. He's a fire warrior, so you can use him to bring out Knight of the Red Lotus, because Knight of the Red Lotus can be special summoned if you have 3 normal monsters in your graveyard by banishing 2 of them, but he can also be tribute summoned, special summoned in other ways. He has a once per turn effect where you can select and special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your graveyard. So you can do a normal tuner like Flammable Guard or something like that, and then you can synchro 7. So that's not bad. You could also just bring back Gemini, Neos Alias, and then Gemini Sparkling and stuff like that. All types of stuff. You just bring back any normal. You can even run Knight of the Red Lotus in your Noble Knight deck or something like that if you want. Especially if you're doing stuff like Rabbit, Overlay, Shockmaster type stuff, or you make Excalibur, so then that's a fast way of getting 2 normal monsters into a graveyard, Rabbit, Excalibur. So then you just need 1 more normal monster, then you can special summon him. And then you can banish 2 and then special summon a 3rd one. That kind of combos. But anyway, basically this is like the only fire 6 warrior. So instant fusion, bring him out. Then you got, I see there's a lot of fiends. Currently there's there's 9 6-star fiends that are worth summoning. There's other ones you could summon, but these are pretty much the ones that are worth summoning because they just have pretty good effects on their own, so they're at least worth summoning. Dark Ruler Hades, he can't be special summoned from the graveyard, but he can be special summoned from the deck and anywhere else except the graveyard. So you can instant fusion into Dark Bolter the Terrible, which is right there. Instant fusion into Dark Bolter the Terrible. There's another 5-star fiend you can use, but Dark Bolter, he has a good effect, and it's the fact that instant fusion. That's another thing about this little trick is instant fusion counts as an official fusion summon, so you can always resurrect the monster. So it's worth using monsters to have effects. The fusion monsters to have effects. That way it's worth it. Like Dark Bolter the Terrible has a good effect, so you transturn him, bring out Dark Ruler Hades, then Monster Reborn, Dark Bolter the Terrible, and then now you got 2 really good effects on the field now. So that's a trick right there you can do. And using Dark Bolter the Terrible, of course, you can bring out Scar, Archfiend of Lightning, and he has a pretty good effect. Where before resolving an opponent's card effect that targets this card, roll a die, and if you get the right number, you get to destroy that card, negate the effect of that card and destroy it. So it's pretty good as a has self-preservation effect, and it's 2500 beat stick, so at the cost of 500 every one of your standby. It's worth it. He's a good monster. Infernity Archer, while you have no cards in your hands, you can attack directly, and he's a 2000 direct attacker right there. So that's not bad, and you can instantly get him out real quick. Do stuff like Mega Morph, be able to attack directly for 4000, you know, that type of stuff. Or just give him something like Access Spare or something, and just, you know, attack directly and keep making sure your hand is empty so you can keep attacking directly. So he's worth summoning. Infernal Hammer. Discard the swords of an opponent's monster as a result of battle and send it to the graveyard. You can select a face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field and flip it into face-on defense position. That comes in handy, you know, when you have two monsters, you know, bang bang. Especially if you do the instant fusion Transturn to bring him out, then summon a monster, use him to kill a monster, put face on another monster, and then attack that. Especially if the other monster is like a ally of Justice Caster. Flip them face down, do what you do. It comes in handy. It's pretty good. Think about the fact that you can use Infernal Hammer, kill monster, put Zen main face down, and then play a card, you know, to destroy him while he's face down, like Shield Crush or anything. You know, anything you can attribute to Doom, Dark Hole, go crazy. I don't care. You know, it's just at least now he's face down, he's vulnerable to destruction. So it's like a monster Book of Moon. So he's worth summoning. Archfiend of Guilford, he's pretty good. 22, you know, it's good attack. 2500, really good defense. And if you ever, you know, get sent from the field of graveyard, you can just equip it to one of your opponent's monsters to make him weak, so it'd be easier to beat his monster once you draw something. So he's worth summoning. Brain Golem, interesting monster. Not bad. 2500 attack, that's not bad, you know what I mean? It's pretty good. And then the effects of face-up light monsters are negated, so that's just a really good effect. It's a monster version of Light Imprison technically, so that's pretty good. If this card destroys a light monster by battle, it can attack again, so that's not bad. You can combo it with DNA Transplant, turn everything into light, and then boom boom. Well, that doesn't work because its effects of face-up light monsters are negated, so then his effect will get negated. Never mind. But it's good nonetheless against decks that use light types like Light Swarms and whatnot. Then you got Infernity Destroyer. You have no cards in your hand. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflicts 1600 damage to your opponent. So that's pretty good for burning your opponent and stuff. So he's definitely worth summoning because you can burn your opponent, attack, deal damage, burn, attack, deal damage, burn. So we get closer to winning with that. The End of Maneuver is pretty good. It helps against, you know, effects that target cards in the graveyard or that activate in the graveyard are negated. So that's really good against, you know, Necro Gardener, things of that nature. So he's just good. It's like the monster version of Necro Valley technically, right? So he's definitely worth summoning. Plus he's 2500. Gap, the Divine Soldier. He's pretty good because he's like a final attack order. All monsters are changed to face-up attack position. The battle position cannot be changed, and flip effects are not activated at the time. So that's pretty good. Once per turn, of course, you can reveal any number of fiend type monsters in your hand, and you get 300 attack for each card, each fiend type monster until your end phase. So you can make them pretty strong, pretty quick. With 3 fiends in your hands, you'll make them 3100. So that's not bad at all. So he's definitely worth summoning. Then we got General Raiho of the Ice Bears. Now he's a water warrior. When an effect resolves that was activated by your opponent's effect monster on the field, they can discard 1 card. If they do not, that effect is negated. So it basically would negate monster effects. So they summon a tour guide, and his effect will activate to negate it. If they discard a card from their hand, tour guide does not get negated. But if they don't, then tour guide gets negated. So it would be good for them to discard so they can get tour guide's effect. But hey, think about it, that's pretty good for you because that's a neg one for them. So they have to neg something just so they can get off an effect. So you can do stuff like save zone him and stuff, and you know, make him a really, really annoying monster for your opponent. So definitely worth summoning, and you use instant fusion with Transturn to bring with Elemental Hero Mariner. Use him in order to bring out the Ice Barrier General dude. Then you got Kuwa's Light Monarch. Use Guilty of the D-Knight, which is a 5-star light warrior, which will let you transturn into Kuwa's Light Monarch. When he's special or normal, you can destroy up to 2 cards on the field. For each card that was destroyed that way, the controller of those cards draw 1 card, and you cannot attack during the turn you normal or special summon them. This is just good as a combo in case you just want to get rid of some stuff that's problematic on your opponent's side field, or you just want to, you know, summon him, destroy your own stuff, and draw cards because of it. And of course, you know, destroying your own stuff can be a benefit if you get certain combos from destroying your own stuff. Let's see. I already did him. Alright, Chaos Command Magician. He's just good in general, you know what I mean? You know, don't have to worry about somebody removing him from play with Chaos Sorcerer or BLS or something like that. Don't have to worry, you know, they can't Zen main him, you know, that type of stuff, so monsters effects won't have that much of effect on him. As long as the effects target, of course. And the way you summon him would be with, obviously, Musician King, which is a 5-star light spellcaster. You can also bring out Cybernetic Magician and Light Ray Mador. Light Ray Mador is pretty good because once per turn can't be destroyed by battle, and he's a 3000 defense. So that just makes it even harder because now you have to get over his 3000 defense, and then even if you do get over, he can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. So you're gonna have to have multiple monsters with over 3000 attack in order to take him down, or an effect, of course. You can just summon BLS and remove him from play. But he is great. Plus you can also special summon him by his own ability. Then you got Cybernetic Magician. You can discard 1 card to target 1 face of monster on the field, and that card's attack becomes 2000 to the end phase, which makes it where he obviously can run over anything just by discarding a card. And he can do his effect multiple times, so you can do some really good stuff with him. I like the good old days where I will have Scapegoats, then I will summon him, switch to Scapegoats to attack him, discard 4 cards, bang, OTK right there. So he's definitely worth summoning. Then the Agent of Judgment Saturn, as long as you have Century's Guide, that you can use the effect to pretty much burn your opponent if your life points are higher than they are. And the way you summon it would be with, nope, not that one. I forgot to put it here, apparently. Or was it the fact that it didn't exist? Maybe I have to, he's not supposed to be there. Yeah, there is no Light Fairy. So this wasn't supposed to be there. Alright, but there is a Light Beast, and that's what it was. Light Beast, he's pretty good. Attack wise, because he only really gets his effect when you know him. He's just good attack wise. But he's a full-time monster and whatnot, so that's not bad. And you could bring him out with Java Knight, Monster Reborn, Java Knight, and you know, kind of lock your opponent for a little bit. Then you got Strong Wind Dragon, which you can bring out with Feeding Skull Dragon, which is a Wind Dragon. Of course, his best way to play him would be by attributing a dragon type monster summon, so that way he gets a power boost like an elemental dragon. He works great in there, but he's just good period because he can trample, so he has the ability to pierce and can't be destroyed by battle with a monster that has the same attack as him. So You know, not have to worry about somebody summoning a 2400 and bunking heads. He'll survive. But the fact that he has piercing and he's a wind dragon and all the other good stuff, he's worth summoning. Machine King, you summon him with the obvious Earth Machine Cybersaurus, and he's just cute to summon. He's got, you know, it's Machine King. Why not? It'd be fun to play with. Then you got Dark Triceratops. He's good. He's a 6-star 2400 Piercer Earth Dinosaur. You summon him by using Prodigal. I guess that's his name, Prodigal. Use him. Practical, almost like Practical. So now you have a 2400 Trampler. Then you use Instant Fusion and Transturn. And that's my Transturn Yugi tip.